well. So we'll just go ahead and start off. Please say your name and your outlet, and then direct your question to somebody.
I guess I'll start. Not adjustments, because I feel really bad. There we go. Hi, this is Jay Silver. Jay Silver Presents. My question is for the overall general team. Whoever wants to answer it can answer it. Can you guys reflect on those last 90 seconds of the game? Because this is probably one of the closest finals we've ever had. So, Ben, can I get your thoughts on just what happened comms-wise regarding those last 90 seconds?
So we won a really huge fight, and then there was only Leo myself. And then we have about 6 crops, so we thought we can answer better. But Leona put the minions, and then our Nexus starter was not high enough HP.
There was like the second get delay. That's why we come in. Yeah. And that closer. Oh, you're right. This.
You clean the mic.
Oh, oof. Okay.
You're fine. I think I heard you, but if you could repeat that, that'd be wonderful.
Oh, I said Leona make the delay 2 seconds faster. That's why we cannot do. Yeah. I think if we push him too early, like cannot close to minion, cannot drag that, we can faster than. Yeah, and I mean people gonna ask about why don't record, but we calculate. I thought we calculating to just we can faster.
And even turtles like responding, so I thought it's got fun.
Thank you guys so much, and we really appreciate you guys coming to speak with us.
Hi, my name is Mihir with Mihir Productions, and I think coming into this game, FlyQuest had kind of built an identity, and then we saw some interesting things such as the Ione as well as the Seraphine. So was this something you guys were prepared for, or did it catch you off guard in those moments? Because Monster historically hasn't really played much mages outside of like Ziggs. So did the Seraphine pick in specific catch you guys off guard?
I mean, I'll grab that. As the coach responsible for draft, honestly, we don't really care what they play, is what I'll say. We're looking to like pick our champions, and then if something's really good into our comp, obviously we'll take it off the board. But credit to those guys. They did really good prep work. Ended up with a couple of good drafts for them. But yeah, especially that game 3 draft. I think that if we got that draft against their draft, we'd be pretty happy most times.
Thank you.
I know it's a difficult. Oh, I'm Arsh from NMN. I'm curious though, like now that you're looking forward to Worlds, I think a lot of people expected TL to win here. So given that, what do you think? And this can go to anybody, maybe for Impact because you're not the macro leaders. Like, what do you think the team needs to fix to cover the hole that like FlyQuest showed here in your game set?
I think in the final we couldn't show what we have what we have like accomplished it during the regular stage and the playoffs. During the World Cup, we need to make sure we can actually play our best.
Thank you.
Jay Silver again. Question for Jan and APA. Both of you at this particular tournament or this particular year were nominated as part of the most improved. So I'm curious, even in today's loss, how would you say the overall growth of the entire year went for you guys? And what can you take from just playing throughout the year and helping you go to Worlds? Sorry, that was a little bit of a weird wording of the question.
I think just for overall growth, like over the entire year, like just learning to encompass a lot more macro aspects within the game. Like just, I mean, the most obvious mistake is like the 20-minute Baron play, where like I knew there was work behind me. I still went topside, and then guaranteed behind me told me they pulled Baron. So like just learning about mistakes like that and making sure they don't repeat. It is, yeah. I don't know how else you want to get into that.
No, you answered it perfectly. Jan, did you have any thoughts?
Could you repeat the question again so I can think about it?
Yeah, so I was just asking about your growth as a player and you particularly earning Rookie of the Year a few years ago, Just wanting to know a little bit about your overall growth throughout the course of the year, and what can you take away from just playing throughout the year to help you go to Worlds?
Well, personally, I think I was a very decent player when I first started, but I just was missing a lot of things that made me incomplete. I think as time went on, I think my veterans taught me a lot, which made me more complete and made a more stable team, made it very easy to play. So I do think I grew a lot, but there's just stuff I was missing. Pretty much it.
Thank you both. I really appreciate it.
This question is open-ended, whoever wants to answer it. So after this loss, what is like, I guess, like the biggest takeaway? And then going into now Worlds, are we going to, is it, like, can we expect the same deal, or are you guys going to make any big changes following this unfortunate loss?
We're getting rid of everyone. No. I mean, Core already hit on it, right? We think we're a good team. We think that we didn't play our best League of Legends today. So, I mean, it's happened a couple of times throughout the year. You know, people would obviously remember the games versus T1 where we were in winning positions as well. So what we need to do, we need to go away and we need to figure out when we're in these winning positions, like game 4, like against the game against T1, what's stopping us from being able to close out these games clearly. Because when we play at our best, we do it every time. When we play like we did today, we don't do it. So I think that for us as a team, that's what it's really about. You know, we're confident in each other. We trust each other. On stage, you hear that in our comms. So we just got to go away and fix this issue.
Okay, thank you.
Arsh, again, I want to kind of change the vibe of the questions. But like, I think we ask this every time, partially like, which players are you excited to face at Worlds now that you're there? I know it's like a loss now, but like, you are still seated directly into the group stage, and clearly you're very confident. You've been international twice this year. Who are you excited to face? It can be someone that you faced, you want to rematch, like T1 or whatever. That can be whatever. But I'm curious to hear if you want to face, if you're going to beat them, you know. Does Dave think he's going to clap Faker again? You know, classics. They can just go down the line and just say names.
I think for me, I just haven't faced the goats of all the regions. You know, I haven't faced Caps, I haven't faced Knight or Chovy. So looking forward to hopefully having matchups against them.
I'm not sure T1 can come either. So you have to think. I mean, I wish they come, but I cannot say that much now because it's not sure. But I hope they can come. And I mean, I'm also want to play against Genji, FlyQuest game, because I feel like when I play against them, it's more pressure. So like I can play the like more like stage game. They actually play like stage game too. So I'm looking forward against them.
Do you want to play?
Or didn't have an idea right now, so I will tell him later or something.
Personally, I'm very excited to play against Viper if I can. I think he's always one of the best AD carries I've ever seen, like personally from my watching. And I like strive to be similar to him, but different play style. And I don't think I've ever scrimmed or played against him in an official match, so I'm very excited if I can ever beat up in like a scrim at the very least to see what kind of player he is in scrims. I want to main best dragons.
Yeah, I think main core similar. Could be Rainbow Seven or Mad Lions.
No, we are playing with his Chief City team. And dragons.
Yeah.
Garbage. We can appreciate one. First game. What's your shit to me? One for two.
We have some questions from media online. So this first question is from Cloud to Impact. This is one of your best individual splits. You even won the MVP this year. How much do you look back at this ending when 95% of the split was you dominating and just falling short of the finish line?
I mean, that's good because I mean I can have teammate more. I can do something my job better than before. But from I think just today I think I can play better. Watch like give example like communication or team play better. So I'm not like enough to play perfect. So I mean I'm happy that I got MVP, but I think I will be more happy if we on the final. So next time I try better.
The second question from Cloud is to APA and Tion. The finals had a large stadium. while you guys have played on some big stages before, do you think the pressure and the spotlights, do you feel like that affected your play at all?
At least for me, like, well, playing on a stadium is really fun. I don't feel like it affected me. Yeah, like I think I think the MSI stadium in China was significantly bigger in the T1 series. So while the stadium was very fun and energy was really cool, I don't think it really affected my gameplay.
The stadium itself was very nice. It was very similar to MSI, so I wasn't like too off. It was quite literally exactly the same as MSI in the format, so no changes.
Any other questions from media?
I want to hear from Umti a little bit since we haven't gotten to hear from you as much. I'm curious how it feels for you specifically making Worlds since you've come into TL this year. And I know it's a really devastating loss now, but I know you're a really happy, fun player a lot of the time from speaking to you. And I'm curious to hear how you feel as, you know, you picked Lilia in that game 5 and you picked Lilia a lot through playoffs, and that's like a champ you really love. I'm just curious to hear how you're feeling about that.
Great. So going to Oaks, I just think that I had very clear idea of what the game space starts. So I just actually play the same champions when the start to the ends. And I'm actually very depressed about that. My idea is kind of wrong and loose. But I think I find out that before going to the Wolves again. So yeah, that's all.
Hello, this question is directed for Spawn. Despite not getting the ending that you guys had hoped for, did you feel like you as a coach and you as a team for Team Liquid achieved a lot of the goals you started out with in the split in spring, given kind of the, I guess, controversy or even media direction around building this roster with APA, Eon, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, look, when we sat down in the off season, Dodo and I had some clear goals. We wanted to go internationally as much as we possibly could, and we wanted to build around our young core. And I think that as a coach this year, I've empowered my veterans to be able to lead the team and to be able to show that North American cores can be really successful. And it's something that, you know, Core JJ's always wanted to do, and I know it's something that Impact was really interested in doing as well. So whilst today we're all heartbroken, right? We all really wanted to fucking win this game and this series. I think that, you know, in 5-6 years time when we're all sitting down having a beer, the thing that we'll remember is the accomplishments we had this year. And I always say to the guys, like, the job is to keep as many of us together for as long as possible so we can build something for a really long time. Even though the veterans are not saying like a little bit older, like you hear their passion and love for the game, right? So I think that this is a team that personally I love working with. Every day they challenge me to be a better coach. Sometimes I do the wrong thing, you know, they call me out on it. And I think every day I challenge them to be better League of Legends players and better people. And I hope that all of us can hold our heads high and say, you know, on this, you know, month 9 or 10 into our journey, we're all better. So, yeah, that's what I like.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great. Do we have any final questions?
Jan, I know you said the stage didn't affect your play. We've talked a little bit before about how you've adopted a mentality of putting the game on your shoulders and being like doing everything you can and like putting yourself out there until like and not breaking. Do you think you were able to tap into that today? Like, how do you feel about your level of play and your performance, I guess?
Personally, I think I had some good games and some very bad games today. I don't think I had that mentality going to today as much. I think I was very willing to do what I just needed to do, is what I thought. Like, what I needed to win was enough. Well, I don't think that was enough.
Thank you.
All right, going once. Anyone else in the Discord? All right, Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Discord, we have about 10 minutes for FlyQuest.